How can this pitiful Dragon Ball figurine set expect to take me on with such low fighting power?
I don't know. It was about time I looked at another stupid Dragon Ball Z bootleg figure set, wasn't it? Not a particularly interesting title for this one, as they just called it Dragon Ball Z. But this Dragon Ball Z set is featuring Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Future Trunks, both of which are not actually in this set. Well, for the most part. The back of the set's card gives us at least a little bit of bootleg nonsense, as it tells us to collect all the Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Sparks figures. While they do show some of these Ultimate Sparks figures on the back here, none of the actual figures in the bootleg set seem to be from this line. And neither are these other figures that they show on the back here. This set came to me from Singapore and was made in you-know-where. We got Vegeta kinda stand flying, I guess, on one side of the back here. And then a very sun-faded looking GT pan on the other side. This isn't actually sun-faded though, it's just how they faded her in makes her look that way. Now, while some of the figures in this set kind of match to each other, others clearly do not. And I don't know, does every random Dragon Ball Z bootleg set need to have Crillon in it? So here's our set of rather miscolored Dragon Ball monstrosities out of the package. I just had stupid Saiyan Goku lean against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta because, surprise, these guys don't like to stand very well on their own. Same reason for why I put disgusting flesh-colored Goku's tail around Gotenks' foot. These yellow and blue balls, which are Dragon Balls, I guess, have absolutely nothing on them that make you say Dragon Ball, other than the fact they came with DBZ figures. Geez, at least those odd-colored Dragon Balls in the Budokai set had a star on them. And speaking of those, that weird inverted red Dragon Ball with orange stars is kinda how the Dragon Balls on this card look. Most of these figures, like the Vegeta here, seem to be from the small 4-inch figurine line by Bandai. And these should have a stand with them, especially as their feet are kind of posed strangely, but of course the bootleg set didn't include that. Vegeta is at least painted sorta correctly. Not nicely, but for the most part it's correct. Though his boots and gloves are gray instead of white, which is probably the most offensive mistake on here. Also, he's supposed to be Super Saiyan here, yet they left his eyebrows and eyes black. They also didn't paint his fusion earrings, so it makes his ears look like they're either drooping down or melting. Next, we got stupid End of Z early GT Goku, who has regular Goku hair, but it's been colored yellow like he's Super Saiyan. As most people who aren't lazy bootleggers know, Goku's hair changes form a bit when he goes Super Saiyan. Also, he's got that black eye and eyebrow thing going on, which look especially doofy on this one. I don't think his belt's supposed to be white either, but I don't really care, as the episodes that feature this version of Goku suck. Speaking of suck, it's GT Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta! He looks pretty good, I guess, for what this is trying to depict. And I think maybe that this bootleg is based on this figure. Quick, merge with Super Saiyan 4 Goku to have red hair! Guess this was actually Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was one of the few characters to have an accessory, being his tail, which you stick up his butt. Doesn't stay on particularly well, but at least helps him stand with his weird feet. Here's stupid Ubu, who's gotten a lot paler and old, I guess. For those of you who don't know, Ubu was the human version of Kid Buu that came about in GT/the end of Z, and Goku abandoned his family to go train him forever, which had a really weak payoff. Wonderful stuff, loved it. Oh, and then they also killed off Fat Buu and had him merge with Ubu for another not much of a payoff. I love that GT! Next we have Blue Hair Gotenks. Is this supposed to be Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gotenks? You know, couldn't they have called the red hair one Saiyan God and then blue hair Super Saiyan God? Wouldn't that have made more sense? Anyway, this is not how Gotenks' hair should look at any point. Maybe they're just looking at a regular Trunks when they colored this? I don't know. He also comes with a Christmas-themed Super Ghost Kamikaze attack.
Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack!
Christmas style.
Let's kill ourselves! Merry Christmas! What?
Next is probably the most correct figure in this pack, Super Saiyan Vegeta. If we compare him with a real version of this Vegeta, he looks pretty correct. I mean, his eyes are even blue. Then again, so are his eyebrows. Well, they had to get something wrong, right? Next we have one of the two figures in this set that has any sort of articulation to it with green Crillon. Though the only articulation he's got is with his arms. He's also got a splitting headache! So all the non-articulated figures in this set are made out of a solid plastic, which is made out of a not too bad feeling material with a little bit of bend to it, but Crillon and Goku, they feel extremely fragile and are hollow. That's a bit screwy, isn't it? Most of these figures are painted all the way around, but I guess they couldn't be bothered with it for Vegeta's lazy spray-painted belt. Anyway, they took away a lot of articulation on bootleg Irwin Green Crillon. Even that stinky Budokai bootleg Crillon still had lag articulation. And yes, he still does stink, which is why I leave them in their package. And my best guess for why they painted Krillon's clothes green is they probably mixed him up with Tien.
Is that okay? As a matter of fact, it isn't. Whoa, Vegeta and Tien are fighting again. Mondo cool.
Hey, you want to lay off the Mondo cool stuff? And last and most certainly least, we got Garbage Goku. He's got a golden power pole. How fancy! Except it's broken.
Oh man, I want the magic stick!
This Dragon Ball Kid Goku figure seems to be a bootleg of the band Presto Goku. That's what this one looks the most like, anyway. Now, trying to put on his disgusting flesh-colored tail seems to be not too easy. In fact, I don't know if this will actually go in. Oh, there we go. Wow. Yay. Doesn't that look gross? Now, only if his magic stick wasn't a magic pile of crap. There, now he's got double the magic stick or something. And yes, this is the most articulated of these figures, as this one also has head articulation. Goku, he's gonna show you! He's gonna help you find the way to being a bootleg doofy piece of crap! Dragon Ball! Like the Crillon figure, this one is hollow and feels cheaper than the rest of the non-articulated ones and is coming apart at the seams in places. But at least he's got shiny boots, that's, something.
There's quite a difference with the figures within this set, with the non-articulated ones being solid, made out of a much nicer plastic than the hollow and extremely cheap-feeling Crillon and Kid Goku. Paint jobs are pretty incorrect for the most part and sloppily done. They couldn't be bothered to paint things like both Goku figures' bangs neatly, so it just kinda goes onto his forehead, making Kid Goku's hair look particularly off. There were at least 2 figures on the back of the card that were actually in this set, and they couldn't even get the coloring on them right. There's barely any accessories, and what they did put in was crap. These weird textured balls don't resemble what they're supposed to in the slightest. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's tail falls out too easily, and Kid Goku's tail is disgusting. The non-articulated figures were also designed specifically to be on a stand, which of course they didn't provide. 3. Any seemingly creative decisions with this set, I'm sure, were mistakes, and they didn't even bother to think of a subname to call this set. 0. It's a set of random Dragon Ball figures that don't really fit together and are full of incorrect coloring. Kid Goku, compared to the rest of the set, is a giant, and Split-Head Crillon barely knows who he is. There's also something just really wrong about that stupid Saiyan Goku. I've seen some sets that contain some of these figures coming out of China that seem to be painted a bit more correctly, which means some of these might be bootlegs of bootlegs. 7. This package, unfortunately, barely offers anything that interesting. 3. If you maybe wanted to make a project out of painting the non-articulated figures up a bit nicer, that's about the only thing I could see of much worth with these. The 2 figures that can actually move a little are just falling apart pieces of crap. 3. And the bootleg zones overall is 5! It's mostly stupid coloring choices and laziness that give this set any bootleg appeal.
Alright, you guys, we need to take out these bootleg imposters of us!
I don't think we should have told Yamcha about this. I don't think he can handle it.
What, Tien? You think just because I run away at every opportunity I can't handle this battle?
Yeah, that's exactly why I think you can't handle it.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. I should probably run away with the weaker people in our group.
Is he okay? As a matter of fact, he isn't. You're not okay either.
You're not running away this time, Yamcha. You can at least take out the weakest one, like Ubu. I mean, who can't beat a bootleg of Ubu? Get in there! I like this attitude of yours, Crillon.
Thanks, Goku.
Alright, bootleg, I didn't want to have to do this, but Wolfang Fist!
Are you supposed to be making a fist with that?
Crap, it's been so long I've forgotten how to do my signature move! Alright, screw that move! I'll kill you with my kick! Wolfang Kick! Oh! I shouldn't have been told about this fight! I can't handle it! Oh!
Told ya! Too bad he's Yamcha. Even a Cyberman could have beaten Bootleg Ubu.
Wow, I really dodged a bullet, didn't I, Vegeta?
He got that right.
You guys gonna take on the rest of us with the might of Super Saiyan regular Goku, or what? No, I don't think so. We just really wanted to see Yamcha die. Besides, it looks like Bootleg Ubu fell into dead Yamcha's leg and died.
Wow, Kakarot, a draw, just like he did against the Cyberman. It's the best Yamcha could have hoped for. Don't worry about these guys. Berta and I will take care of them. What? We will, Jace? Berta, come on, back me up here. Oh, yeah, we will, for some reason. You stupid bootlegs can't handle the might of the Ginyu Force. Yeah, you're right. I'm already dead. Well, it was easy. And now I'll finish the rest of them off, Jace. Change now! This doesn't appear to be working, Jace. Yeah, you weren't the one with that ability there, Berta. Also, that would have been a really horrible idea had that worked. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's get out of here. Wait a second, why am I so short?
Well, you did used to be shorter, Vegeta.
Shut up, Kakarot. Ah!